Hi, welcome to Circle Time for Friday. Let's move our arrow from Thursday to Friday. Today is Friday, May 22nd. Remember that ordinal number, 22nd. We don't say Friday, May 22. We say 22nd. That's its ordinal number. We're going to count in sign language. So remember, the new numbers we've started are 20, 21, and today we're going to do 22, which is still pretty easy. You just take your hand shape, 22. You may see some people doing 22 with the pointer and the thumb. That's also correct, but I do 22. If you grow up and you learn to sign with people, you'll see how they do little differences every once in a while. It's just the same as if you're speaking to someone who has an accent or says a word differently from you. People who sign also have an accent with their hand shapes. So you may see 22 or you may see 22. Those are just different accents with sign language. So let's start with 1 and count all the way to 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember that handshake? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Let's go ahead and practice them again while we count our numbers in Spanish. ¿Listos? Vámonos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Don't feel bad if it's challenging, because it's a big workout for your hand, and then you have to remember the patterns of the numbers. So you can just watch the videos over again a few times. Don't worry, because it takes people a really long time to learn to sign all their numbers. Let's sing our days of the week for Friday, viernes, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Go outside and check the weather. What's the weather like today? Also notice when you go out and check the weather, depending on what time of day it is, the sun is going to be in a different spot in the sky. So if you're checking the weather in the morning, it's going to be in the east and it's going to be low. If you're checking it early in the morning, you might just barely see it peeking over the mountains. If you are checking around noon, we call it high noon, because that's when the sun is straight up above you in the sky. If you're checking it in the afternoon, the sun is going to be moving west. Now remember, the sun isn't moving. Our planet is moving, but it makes it look like the sun is moving in the sky. And the sun will begin to set behind the lake in the west. So pay attention to the sun when you go out. Is it high noon? Is it moving west, getting ready to go down? Or is it morning coming up? The sun rises from east to west. If you are learning your cardinal points, that's north, south, east, and west, maybe you can get a compass. Sometimes your parents may be able to download a compass on their phone, and if you stand, the compass will always point north. And if it's pointing north, east is to your right and west is to your left. So maybe you want to have a compass when you check the weather so you can see if the sun is in the east or if it's in the west. Is it rising or is it setting? And that's our lesson for weather. That's a new thing for us to pay attention to. Let's go ahead and sing our song for today. It's a spider song, and it's a spider song that everybody knows. It's Itsy Bitsy Spider. So there is a hand motion with this game. Let's go ahead and practice it. With one hand, you're going to have your thumb, and the other hand is going to be your pointer finger. So you put your pointer finger on your thumb. Now you make the L shape, put your pointer finger up, and put your thumb out. You can see that. So basically we have these two shapes. You don't put them together like this. You're going to put your finger to your thumb. And we walk it up. And that's the spider. When we say itsy bitsy spider. I'm going to get closer to the camera and do it really slow so you can see. You're walking it. You're spinning it here. Opposite directions. So your fingers can meet again. So we sing, itsy bitsy spider crawls up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider crawled up the spout again. So this is tricky. Just take some time to practice it. If you just want to do spider climbing up, if that's easier for you, that's great. But it's kind of nice to know how we do that. So this, we're not gonna do just an itsy bitsy spider. We'll start with an itsy bitsy spider. Then we'll do a big heavy spider, and then a spider with hiccups, and a spider with a cold, and a spider in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, it means you want to get somewhere fast. So go ahead and get your spider hands ready. So the itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider crawled up the spout again. Now we've got our big heavy spider, so you're going to use big hands. The big heavy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the big heavy spider crawled up the spout again. Now we have a spider with hiccups. So we're gonna go. And that's your spider with hiccups. A spider with hiccups crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the spider with hiccups crawled up the spout again. Now we have a spider with a cold, so you're gonna rub your nose as your spider is walking up the spout. A spider with hiccups crawled up the water spout. Oh, a spider with a cold. Let's try it again. A spider with the cold crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the spider with the cold crawled up the spout again. Let's go ahead and sing through it one time without me stopping and interrupting our song. The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider crawled up the spout again. A big heavy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the big giant spider crawled up the spout again. Spider with hiccups crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the spider with hiccups crawled up the spout again. A spider with the cold crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the spider with the cold crawled up the spout again. A spider in a hurry crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the spider in the hurry crawled up the spout again. And that's our song for Friday. I'll see you next week. Bye.